everybody, and welcome on in. It's Jamie with Row 12 Creations, and you are joining me live for an affiliate spotlight on the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina's page. So if you were joining me expecting to see Christina, she is allowing me to take over her page so I can go live on her page tonight. So welcome on in. So your kit will come with all of the pieces, and I mean even pieces you do not need for the kit, okay? They come all together and they're wrapped very nicely, and the corners are taped with painter's tape, and then all of the pieces are filled up here. So it's like a complete and entire puzzle, okay? And so what you do, they do that so that your pieces won't go jiggling around everywhere in shipping. And also that way your pieces are not missing once you get them. But the corners are always taped nicely with painter's tape, and they're wrapped with cellophane. And then what I do, first things first, is I always remove my frame and I flip it over to the back side, and I write on the back side what's the top, okay? That way I know, I'm going to put it over here on here, just in case. I always know exactly where my frame will go when I go to glue it back in place, okay? That's what I do. Then the second step is to remove all of the unnecessary pieces that you will not need. I do not throw them away. I save them because you never know when you're going to lose a piece. I'm guilty, very guilty of losing a piece. And I have dug into my little stash of spare pieces and found a matching piece to replace it. So that's one of the things you can do with it. The other thing you can do with those spare pieces, you can, like if you have children or grandchildren nearby and they want to help you with your project, but it's like, this is my grown-up project, I don't really want little hands on it, then you can give them some of those scrap pieces and let them do their own artwork on those scrap pieces, and then that gives you a little peace of mind working on your piece. So now I removed the pieces that we did not need. Those will become your background, because when you get these kits, they're made of birch wood, high quality birch wood. The bottom layer is 1/4 of an inch thick. I can't hold it up too much or I will drop my pieces, and that would be a nightmare because I haven't got them all labeled yet. So it's 1/4 inch thick, and then the top piece is a whole other layer, but it's cut. And cut into those pieces you're going to need. And those are also 1/4 inch birch wood. And then your base, this bottom surface, your base surface, always has your score marks there to show you where your pieces go. All right, so the next thing I did once I removed all my unnecessary pieces, I started numbering the pieces that we will be using, and I did put colors on the back side so I'd know what colors we're going to be using. What colors would go where. So that was the next step, and that's where I kind of stopped. I didn't quite get finished with that. All right, and one other thing I meant to tell you is this. This kit measures 10.5 inches square. Okay. Let's see what I did. First thing I did was take off these big corner triangles and numbered those 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I did that on the back side of them as well. Let me show you. So, and I put the color on the back. So see, I put number 1, not that you can tell because this is going to be backwards. I'm so sorry. It's that number 1, and I put a red. Okay, so I'd know what color those were going to be. So I did that on all 4 of those. I just went 1, 2, 3, 4, and they all said red. So then I started with this inside circle here, not circle, but there's a star on the inside, and I just went 5. I started like a clockwise, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and every other one of these will be a different color. So then I separated them into groups, and I wrote the corresponding number that matches this one onto the back of the piece, okay? Then I started right here at the top, and I put a 13 on the back of this, and then I did a 14, and so I did the same thing. So I did a 13, and I put what color it's going to be, and then I started with 14, I wrote on the back, and all right, so we're going to just keep going. Now, sometimes they'll stick together like that, and that's okay. That's just where the laser didn't quite cut all the way through. Just give it a little twist, or a little, I like to twist rather than snap. And then it'll pop right into easily. So this will be 15. And I think that color I said is going to be dark green. This might have a little bit of a primitive look to it. I'm kind of going with a primitive. I think I'm feeling kind of primitive on this one, y'all. There are lots of options. Lots of options. I hope you don't mind me doing this part with you. Okay, now this is going to be a lighter green color. So this will be 16. And I'm going to put light green on the back so I will know. And I keep them separated as we're going. Okay, so I've got my red stack over here. You can't see it. Got my light green stack here and my dark green stack right there, okay? And I'm moving around in a circle clockwise like I did with the inner star, okay? Just FYI. There's a 16. I forgot to number it. So this one will be 17. And that's the dark green. So this is a very vintage, quilt block, you all. It's very vintage, from like the 1920s, 1930s. All right, now here it comes. See, there's another one, kind of a little, just give it a little twist, and it pops right apart. Just a little twist. There's number 19. That should be dark green. Number 20 should be a light green. There's 21. It'll be a dark green. Now, if you would prefer to write this in a little notebook that you keep tabs with, go for it, okay? I need it right in front of me with I don't have any extra space, so this little table I'm at, so I put it right on my little pieces so that I don't forget. Now what? Okay, I'm about to put the wrong color on here. Hold, please. This will be light green. Thank y'all for bearing with me through this part. Now this will be 23. All right, this is number 26. And it should be light green. And finally, number 28. This one has lots of pieces, but that doesn't make it a difficult one. It just means it has lots of pieces, that's all. Okay. Now, we are finished. We have finished. Okay, so now you can see, now I'll hold it up and let you see the pattern, as much as my terrible lighting will let you see. But there you go. See how it's scored on the base? Now I can hold it and show you the thickness. Can you see the thickness? Now, I will tell you this. I'm pretty sure we're going to use, let me get my Paint Couture colors out, because I think we're going to go with my Paint Couture colors. Christina's a retailer for Paint Couture. It's a high-end paint company. They do lots of upcycling and furniture flipping and things like that. So they are higher end paints, and also not just paints, but they have all the things that you need to go with the paints, like the stains and the glazes and the primer and things like that. So just keep that in mind. I don't think we're going to need pine cone. We certainly don't need sugar plum. Let me see what colors we're going to do. Am I going to look at this and want to change my mind? Probably. I don't want barn door, although that would be beautiful. Okay, y'all. That's thick. Yeah, it's a 1/4 inch thick. Yeah. And it's 2 layers, so you get a 1/2 inch by the time it's all over. It is thick. Okay, there's my garnet. There's autumn sage. We're going to need that for sure. Y'all, this color is amazing. This is acrylic mineral paints. They have chalk style paints as well. This is French putty. It is like one of my favorite go-to colors, just FYI. Okay, there's basil. Where's my other green? I have one more green. Right there it is. Vintage moss. There we go. But y'all, let me tell you about these Paint Couture paints while I'm getting started. They are amazing. Number one, something you need to know. Number one, they're amazing. Number two, Christina has compiled some bundles for you all to help you save some money with the sample sizes. These are 1 ounce sample containers, and she has lots of different bundles available for you to choose from. You get a set of 4 of them, 4 different colors, for $10.95. But if you were to buy them by themselves, they would be $2.95. So you do save a little bit of money. So check out the bundles. They have, and the bundles have a combination of chalk style paints and acrylic paints, or the acrylic mineral paints. So you get to test them both out and see if you like them or not, okay? So try them out. There's a Christmas one, a fall one, a country charm. Oh, she had me curate some with barn quilts in mind. So I made 4 bundles myself with those in mind, okay? So there's a country charm that I did, a vintage one. I did a vintage country charm, one called Serenity. It's peaceful, calming colors, and then an Americana, because there's a lot of Americana in the barn quilt world. And everybody rages and raves about their their glazes, y'all. They have some glazes, so you might want to check those out as well. So let's start with these little star points on the inside. And I'll kind of let's do them like this. So in hers, there's a Christmas one, a fall one, a Rust Effects. The Rust Effects is a little bit more, but it has one of the, it has the Rust Effects, the medium for making things rusty. It has that in there, okay? So this color here is Garnet. It's a chalk style paint, and it is in the Country Charm bundle, okay? Country Charm has a lot of your colors for primitives, okay? So you can shake them up, not a big deal at all. So let's get this on here. Let's start with our beautiful, you have the crackle and the dead, oh, I forgot about the top coat. Dead flat is great, y'all. Everybody rages about that dead flat. That are equally as amazing. You have the crust too, but haven't used it yet. Oh, you will soon. I got to get into it, but the girl's on a budget. And very soon, very soon, my car will be paid off, so maybe I will have a little extra cash flow, hopefully. So I always go, y'all going to hear me, it's like I'm a broken record. I paint with the grain of the wood. I'm using a makeup sponge. You can use a paintbrush if you like. I just like to use makeup sponges, especially on these smaller pieces, because I can get a more even coat that way. It goes a lot quicker too. Okay, I've made a decision. Basil and sage. All right, so this is the autumn sage, and I guess what, y'all? It's in the fall. Oh, that's the perfect choice. I only have one little swipe on there, and I know that's the perfect choice. Now, this autumn sage is a chalk style paint, by the way. It's another chalk paint. So here we go, you all. Here we go. Uh-oh, flipped one over accidentally. Let me get the frame. Not turn over my other stuff. All right, so see, I have top written here. Well, I really didn't need to write top there because I got my numbers on here. So I should know my orientation pretty good. Now, it's not looking so primitive just yet, but it will. This is number 3, so you'll see why I number the back. That way you know where to put your pieces. Number 2. All right, so I did stencil already on all of the pieces that are red, except for 2 of them. I did all of them but 2, but there. And I did it with that French putty. That's the same color as the background. Is that not gorgeous? Look how beautiful that is. All right, so let's go ahead and finish these 2 points, star points, and then we'll move on to I'll show you what I did with the greens. Okay, let's roll with that right there. So I'm going to take that French putty color. I just love that color, y'all. I love it, love it, love it. And I'm going to take, I should have shaken that up. I think we probably got enough paint on that lid. So what I do is I've got it placed now where I want it. Tap gently, okay? Hold it close to where you're tapping. I like to use a makeup sponge. You go for it. If you like to use a brush, you go use your favorite brush, okay? I'm a makeup sponge kind of girl when it comes to this kind of stenciling. I just am. And if you like to use that pixie dust spray or whatever that stuff's, pixie spray, I think pixie dust is something, that's a paint company. That pixie spray, and so then I just lift it on up. Moving on up. I think I had a major bleedage there, but that's okay. That's okay. It doesn't look like it was a bleeder, but there you go. So there's how I did it. Okay, so these other little things here, I took the basil Paint Couture paint that we put on some of the pieces, and the base coat on here is autumn sage, and I took and made little dots on all of those pieces. I didn't think you would want to sit here and watch me dot all 8 of them, so that's what I did, okay? Every single one of them have those dots on there, okay? And here's the autumn sage in case you need to see it. So now the other place where we need to go is right here. These bigger pieces like this, I started doing like a little X pattern, and I was painting those with the autumn sage. Okay, oopsies, autumn sage. And I was using that same dotting tool or embossing tool, whatever you want to call it. And I'm using the smaller end of your dipping tool, your dotting tool. So I made the X's. I don't know why I have this one over here. I need to start with the next one. Holy cannelloni. So I dip in here just like I'm going to make a dot, okay? Same amount of paint that I use when I put a dot. But I start and I do like so, okay? Let's see if I can get my sweatshirt out of the way. And I just do an X right here. I just draw it like a little diagonal line, and I kind of squiggle it straight back and forth until I get it the way I want it, okay? Then I come over here and I'm making an X or a cross or a plus sign. And I don't have to dip back in. I keep with that same amount of paint. And I'm not striving for perfection here because we'd be here all day, okay? And there's my little X. So that's what I'm going to do now with the rest of these, okay? So I dip. And then it's the same thing as with polka dots. You don't want them spaced all together. I kind of make them like a set of 3 where you could connect a dot and make a triangle. And I'm just looking at the back, the numbers on the back. It says a number 2, so I look for the number 2, and that's how I know where to put my pieces. There we go. Oh my goodness, I love it. So now what we need to do is distress our pieces and finish our frame and distress the background. Is that my burnt umber? Okay, yes, it is. Let's do this with a sponge, okay? This is just Deco Art Burnt Umber. I really need Espresso Paint Couture. The pine cone's going to be a little too light, okay? This is a darker. Makes it real good for stain. And we won't have to use a baby wipe. All right, let's get this on here. Maybe I shouldn't have used a sponge. I just like to stain them. I can't help myself. I like to stain them a lot. And we are going to do where I laid in the background, we're going to do that wax wash. Have y'all seen me do this before? We're going to take some, now if you had the Paint Couture, one of the glazes, you could use one of their glazes. But I don't have it, so we're using the wax, Waverly wax, antiquing wax. You could use the folk art one too. So what we're going to do, I'm going to paint it on. Don't freak out. I promise it's going to be okay. Should I stay? I'm not going to sand. Should I sand? No. Okay. Just hush, Jamie. Get with it. You can lay it on as thick or as lightly as you want, okay? You can swirl it. Here's where you don't have to go with the grain of the wood if you don't want to. I'm just going through all those little spots where I have the paint. Ooh, happy chappy right there. Just going to wipe it away till I like it. To the point where we like it. And then we'll distress our other little pieces and glue them all in. And we'll have a finished piece. Aren't y'all excited? Yippee-ki-yay. I've already been on an hour and a half. What in the world? I just cannot. I would go gentle at first, okay? Just FYI. You can always come back and wipe more away. I suppose you could give it a second coat if you wanted to. If you wiped away too much, is what I'm trying to say. Now, if you don't like this technique, then don't do it. Leave yours the way you got it, okay? Ooh, that top coat took it really well. Might have to have more than one piece of baby wipe here. And I am going and swerving in circles here too. Missed a spot. What's that commercial? You missed a spot. You missed a spot. Sorry I'm wiggling you. I apologize. So sorry. Well, now, we're going to have to hit it again, y'all, with a different wipe. With another wipey wipe. Let's see here what we're going to do. That's helping. That's helping. Okay. Woo! Now, there we go. So, that's better than it was. It's really dark. Really dark. I promise it's darker than what it looks like. But it's going to look good. All right, so let's put this over to the side. And let's do our little Debbie's DIY Design Diary wax. You know I got to wax my pieces. We're going to wax them up, y'all. Wax it up now, y'all. All right, let me give them a little sanding on the edges here. All right, I like to blend it into my brush, and we're just going to go to town. Just using my little makeup blending brush. I don't know if Dollar Tree still has these or not, but they used to. You can get them on Amazon. Hobby Lobby has them. Just going to hit it here and there. Make it look old. Oh, that's pretty. All right, let's put the frame in. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. Here's my art glitter glue, y'all. This stuff is thebomb.com. Art glitter glue. There is no glitter in it. Zero glitter in it. Working right along. Good. Good. So here we go. Now it does come with an extra fine little tip you can add on, but I feel like I have pretty good control over the tip as it is. So I haven't had to add mine. Some people I notice have added theirs. And some people they don't like their tip. And they need to learn how to use it, because they are squeezing way too much glue. They are squeezing way too much glue with the without the tip. Okay. Are we ready, y'all? Are we ready? Can we handle this? Can we handle it? All right, now this piece, I'm just going to add the glue to here. And plop it right here in that corner. I was like, wait a minute, there's a piece missing. Look at how beautiful, you all. Is that not gorgeous? Thank you so much for spending all of this time with me. You don't know how much that means to me, so I appreciate it. Go get you a kit. Go get you some Paint Couture Paint. All the things, all right?